I was at 6th grade back in the day, and picture this. The schoolyard is literally a war zone. Not an actual war zone, but a war zone of snowball fights. Everywhere it's white, the air is so cold it literally burns to breathe it, but for some reason every single kid is just having fun. Snowballs are flying everywhere, kids are chasing each other after they hit each other, and I'm just in the thick of it. And so whenever somebody hits me, I just chase after them, throw a snowball at them, plotting my revenge, then throw a snowball at an innocent person and come back. You know how it goes. But then I just turn around, going back to my lunch because it was supposed to be lunchtime, but no one gave a shit about lunch because hey, let's have a snowball fight, you know? I turn to my left, and as I turn, I just get one, who knows how many miles an hour, snowball that literally felt like it was a brick wrapped in ice in my open right eye. It just splatters in my eyeball. The shockwave of pain just completely overcomes my entire head. I have no clue what's happening. I'm kind of even dizzy at the moment, but I don't think about anything else except, where am I? I literally had one of those funny moments, like you see from the movies, whenever somebody gets hit, and now the person is like, what just happened? I feel like that for a couple of seconds. And my classmates half of them are giggling, but most of them are concerned. And one of them even says, ooh, that must have hurt, man. And it actually did, like hell. And so there I am, opening my eye, expecting everything to be fine and well. I still have no clue what's happening, and I just blink a couple of times for the sting to go away, and it does. But this time, I do not see the snowy white playground. I do not see my friends as I used to see them before. Instead, with my right eye, I see white, like a white vintage effect all over my eye. And I have no clue what's happened. I tried to blink a couple of times, trying to get it away from me, but nothing works. And my stomach just drops down. Holy shit. Am I going blind? And those instant thoughts, you know what I'm talking about. You know how, for example, sometimes you overthink about some worst case scenario? That just comes all over my head. Holy shit, is this blindness? I feel so scared in that moment. But I try to act tough. I don't shed a tear. I try to act tough because I have experienced worse pain in the past. But this is still something new. And I go back to my classmates, trying to pretend like everything is fine, trying to eat my lunch. I don't bite anything out of it. I can't eat. All I'm thinking is this gonna come back or is it not gonna come back? And secretly I'm just praying to God, please, please don't let this go away from me. I'm just doing that within myself. Next class is grammar class. After the mindless chatter, which I didn't even hear, literally whenever somebody would ask me anything, I would be like, oh yeah, sure, yeah, that's good, pretending like I heard them, but in reality I could not focus upon anything except my pain. So I go to grammar class with everyone else, and I slowly start to unravel. This pain slowly starts to build up. An elephant creates within my throat. Subject, verb, object, what the fuck, man, I don't give a shit, I want my eye back. That was my only thought in that grammar class. And I just can't hold it anymore. Before I can control it, the first tear of my eyes just get outside. Then another one, and before I know it, a whole stream of tears just slowly burst out of my eyes, and I can't hold it, and I cry like there is no tomorrow. I don't give a damn who sees me. People were looking at me like I was crazy. I saw that with my left eye. People were looking at me with some sort of concern, but also like, what the fuck is going on with this guy? And the teacher looks at me, Christian, this looks kind of serious, man. You should go home. God, I want to go home, but on the other hand, I don't want to go home. Because if I go home, my mother will most likely scold me at best, if not do even worse to me, because I skipped school for something unimportant. So I just replied to the teacher, I can handle it, no worries. But let's continue, trying to pretend cool and all of that. But 10 minutes later, I burst into tears again and I just can't hold it anymore. This time the teacher is authoritative to me. Christian, go home now. Whatever, screw it. I pick up my bag and just rush home, hoping for the best. Thankfully, nothing bad happens at home. I just enter, my mom is concerned about me too, so that's a relief. I go home, but I'm still worried. The entire night I just spent lying down, drinking teas, trying and praying to God that my eye will come back. And I spent the entirety of the night like that. It's night, and I can still see white. With my left eye, I can see the darkness. I can see everything just fine. But with my right eye, I can see white. I can see a light around my eye at night. How crazy is that? And I fall asleep, just grasping the hope of God. Please, God, give my eye back. I just pray to God and fall asleep like that, shedding a tear while I do so. The next morning, it takes me a while to realize what happened yesterday, but I open my eyes and, bro, you have no idea the amount of emotion I have felt in that moment. It was something I've never felt before. It was crazy. This entire wave of relief just flows all over me, just crashes into me like a bus, and it just leaves me in the bed. Thank you, God. Thank you so much for this. The light, the colors, everything just started flooding back into my eye, and I can see perfectly fine. Nothing is bad, nothing is out of control. I just see everything as I'm supposed to see it. And man, I don't give a shit about anything. I just was barely content to not scream on all my voice, saying just how grateful I am that this is back. I can see that was literally what I wanted to scream back then, but I didn't. And so that just hit me like a shockwave for the entirety of my life. I'm currently 19 years of age, slowly turning 20. And I started self-improvement 7 years later with this one thought, that this snowball event engraved within my head. You see, on self-improvement, I started this one ritual, this habit, which was called gratitude journal, for which I write down 5 simple things that I'm grateful for every single day. My sight, my hearing, the air within my lungs, the table, the nature that is around me, this tree that I can see in the back. For all of this, I'm grateful for all of that, because I have not been grateful for it at all in the past. And right now you may be thinking, oh, but I'm grateful for stuff. When was the last time you seriously thought about your eyesight? I know I was not grateful, and I don't want you to repeat the same mistake, because if you do the same mistake, you will never appreciate it. You will never just allow yourself to experience just how great it feels. And so, here's the real talk. I did not appreciate my eyesight. I did not appreciate what I had. My guess, you don't appreciate what you had either. Maybe you don't appreciate what you have right now. We need to change that. Because hey, some people don't have that already. Some people are born without it. Some people can't see. Some people can't have arms. Some people can't do what you can do with your arms. So what are you doing with them? Are you jerking off? Or are you doing something amazing with them? So be grateful for what you have. Because some people don't have what you have right now. Who knows for how long you will have it yourself. Remember that. So if you liked this story, if you liked how I taught you, you can click the subscribe button. It would seriously help me out a ton. And brother, if you struggle with any problems, with addiction for example, with NoFap specifically, you can click the first link in the description to get access to my Life Purpose course for absolutely free. Thank you for watching, brother, and remember, start gratitude today. It will change your life just as it did mine. Do not wait for the snowball event in your life. Trust me, it's not worth the effort.